This is so cool. I was telling my wife this last night, and Joe, I don't even know if you know this, but I was talking to Jeff Batten, who is the guy who started the broadcasting school that I've talked about some on the shows when I first started in broadcasting. And we talked recently, and I said to Jeff, I said, hey, what was the start date of that school? Because I was the first person to sign up. And he said September 8, 2008. And I said, you got to be kidding me. He said, no, why? I said, my SiriusXM show, the national show that I worked so hard for, that I dreamed for, debuted September 11, 2017. Joe, almost 9 years to the day. It's crazy. And Jeff said to me, wow. I'll never forget this, Joe. He said to me, wow. He goes, well, Ken, I'm proud of you, but I got to tell you something. That journey doesn't happen very often. And what he was saying was very few people will stay with it for 9 years. Now, I don't tell you that story to pat myself on the back and puff myself up. I tell you that story, folks, so that when I share other stories, like with my friend last night, I said to him, hey, you're right where you need to be. And I reminded him of that story I just shared. And I said, your breakthrough is right around the corner. I promise you. Is it 6 months? Is it 18 months? I don't know. But in the grand scheme of life, that's right around the corner. I want you people to understand that when I'm talking to you and giving you insight, it doesn't come from my brain solely. It comes from my heart. My heart went on the journey. My heart's been on the journey that you're on. I know what it feels like to be rejected. I know what it feels like to feel alone. I know what it feels like to be insecure. I know what it feels like to be afraid. I've been there. And can I tell you something? It was worth it. Every second of every hour of every day, of every week, of every month, of every one of those 9 years, it was worth it to be able to talk to you every day, to be able to write books for you, to be able to speak to you at live events. Why? Because I'm telling you, I'm fully alive. On fire, because the work that matters most to me is what I do every day, and I knew it was going to take time. I was willing to do what it took, and I was willing to wait as long as it took. It works, and I believe in you to be able to do it. Don't you get to the end of this life and be full of regret. Get to the end of your life and spend that time reminiscing. Whew. That's a big difference.